Okay, so this is the Acttmed device. I'm taking it out of a box that I used to ship it in. This is the device itself. The cord that comes with it unplugs easily and it only plugs in one way, so there's no way to plug it in wrong. Here's the wall wart that goes into your wall. And this is the device. You always have to use this if you're going to get anything out of the device itself. A cable plugs into here that has a red plug on it. It's got a big red plug on it. It only goes in one way. And then the other side of this plug will plug into any of the pads that comes with it. The big pad is the bed pad. And this is, if you unfold it all the way, it's about the size of a human being's body, but it's rectangular. It's got a little button connector here that it hooks up to, and that allows you to put the signal into the sheet itself. There's a whole bunch of silver threads in here, so when this thing is plugged in and turned on, it lights this thing up with a signal. You'll never feel the signal. You may hear this. It puts out a real high-pitched whine that kids can hear. Doesn't bother me, but my daughter can hear it and it annoys her. The other kinds of pads that you can use this with are the chair pad, which is this thing. It also has that little button plug on it. And I took this and put some shoe goo and some Velcro on my chair at my office, and I hung it up, and I can lean against it while I'm working and get the signal while I'm working. The problem is that anytime you're on this thing, if you try to use your smartphone, it won't dial correctly. Because of the voltage signal this thing puts out, it will cause your smartphone to malfunction when you go to dial. It gets all kinds of crazy signals. And then there's a third kind of pad. Go ahead and pause, I gotta go get them. So here are the sticky pads. There's 4 of them on this thing. You only use one at a time, and it doesn't matter where you put it on your body. As long as you have it touching your body, you're gonna get the signal. These are designed so that you can use the battery pack, which will power this thing up with, if it's not plugged into the wall. It's got its own little cord here that plugs into where the wall wart was plugged in. And that will allow you to put all this stuff in a fanny pack and carry it around with you. I know one guy who's doing roofing work that is doing that. But these sticky pads, you can put them anywhere on your body. As long as it's touching your body, it's going to give you the signal. It's got the same kind of plug as the bed pad and the chair pad. The best thing you can do is stay on this thing as much as you possibly can. It does have more impact if you're using it plugged into the wall than it does on the battery pack. The battery pack is not quite as strong as the 110 volt power. And I want to plug this thing in to the wall right now and make sure that it's actually lighting up. There's a little light in here that will tell you if it's working. And plug that in. And it's lit up. I can hear a very, very slight signal coming off of it, but it's very slight. And I'll show you what happens to your phone. Okay, so now I'm going to show you what happens if I have this bed pad energized right now, and I'm going to dial my daughter's phone, and when I touch it, because I'm getting this voltage signal into my body, it's multiplying whatever I touch. So it's really hard to dial. What I usually do is if I'm going to sit on this thing and I want to use my phone, I'll use my voice dialer. As long as I'm not touching the screen, the phone works fine. But if you try to touch the screen, it's gonna screw up for you.